across just deep.
I hope we see one today in playtest.
His teammate fell, but Ocean Op's going to keep slaying out.
That's a lovely chop down. Look, Reactor obviously the highest point of the map here. Pulling the boys.
Let's watch it one more time. This is Repulse's perspective.
That is that, folks.
Just in.
Etherella.
Yeah.
So this is a new trap.
New, because there are a lot of new things that are going to come into zombies.
Absolutely wild.
Chaos.
I really hope we see one today in playtest.
Absolutely. That was super critical for us across just deconstructing Nuketown and bringing that color and fun in that sense back.
Yeah, now, here's the other wild part that, you know, I'm
trying to get it like in week 1. It might take till season 2, but I mean, who doesn't want to dress up?
I do. Look, the idea of a new Warzone map is incredibly exciting to me. I've been so pumped for this.
Get up.
So many talented gamers here as well. I was just looking around to see who would be in our lobbies. This should be fun.
Yeah, we had a chance to, I stood behind Shotzi for a moment. I got to watch him running around, a bit of trash talk. I was told to run across the stage and unplug Iceman Isaac's setup, and I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to do that, Chris. I'm not that guy.
No, and we should remind everybody, Stephanie said this a few times, this is just alpha. We're going to see an even more polished version by the time you get your hands on it. But Miles, you and I saw this last night. We had it just a few hours into it. What did you like most when you were playing?
I mean, it sounds like quite a cop-out, Chris, but I just love the idea that a single map from Black Ops history can inspire this huge play space. The idea that we're going like the home of Nuketown. There's this weird sort of like nuclear family feeling going on. There's mannequins being built. There's all sorts of cool stuff. It's just very exciting.
10 different POIs, and yet we can see, of course, all of our players bounce around to different ones. They said what's going to be the hot drop? Maybe manufacturing. I think it's going to be Nuketown shipping, though. Everyone just wants to go to the place that has Nuketown in the name.
Yeah, right. I also love the idea that there is a sort of floating part of the Nuketown map above everyone. To me, it's just such a cool idea to, you know, show a little bit of homage. I know you can look out across the desert, and in the distance there is, you know, the OG Nuketown, which, let's face it, Chris, is going to be in this game somewhere, right?
Absolutely. I do have to say, Ghost, if you're watching this one, my boy Knight did not make it to COD Next this year. I personally want to vouch for this guy after watching him play for Twisted Minds. Knight is a resurgence monster, and he refuses to play the big maps. He's like, Resurgence is my home. Why leave?
And again, the idea that this one is a similar size to Rebirth Island, very, very exciting. So again, you've seen the top-down view, you're seeing some of the action at home, you know what you're getting yourself into, folks. It should be a fantastic time. And the whole time, Chris, we've barely brought it up, the entire feeling of like Omni movement being in there, Brad is getting involved, lovely bit of work there with the Tanto 22, and he goes down, but look, a smile on his face and a heart full of joy.
Yeah, maybe you'll come back here in about 17 seconds, Bradders. Excited to have you with us here in DC. One of our 250 creators all playing Black Ops 6 for the first time. Let's take a look, though, at some of the other screens. It looks like Ocean Ops is continuing to dominate. His teammate fell, but Ocean Ops going to keep slaying out.
That's a lovely chop down. Look, Reactor obviously the highest point of the map here.
To the pods.
The pods, boy. To the pods. Dive.
Are you a green pod or blue pod guy?
I think I'd be I'd quite like to look at that purpley pod.
You're a purple podder.
Although the yellow pod looks like the tallest one. And these sort of, these habitation locations for the staff here at Area 99. Let's have a quick look and see how it looks on the inside. Ooh. Oh, look at this. Better than my place in LA.
Bigger than my New York City apartment as well. Well done, Future.
Well done, Bleak Future. This love is atom punk vibe, plates, you name it. All the goodies you would expect from Warzone, and of course, brand new weapons here in Black Ops 6. See some dives, mate. Come on.
I was going to say,
you've been doing it all day, Bradders.
Decent ground loot as well. Every gun you pick up feels like you can do damage with it. There was very few items that I was like, oh, this is never getting used.
A lot of nice shots there. Aim rot taken down.
And J-God's in this lobby I just saw. Can we get a J-God screen up here?
He's on his team, man.
One of the legends, of course, of content when it comes to Warzone. If you ever want an update, you go to his channel. He's going to tell you what the meta weapon is, what to be doing in-game. He's a family man as well. Always entertaining.
Oh, very indeed, a family man. And he loves to pick apart his own gameplay. But once again, where are we going, folks? Where are we dropping? What's the game plan?
See, this is what happened. We had a good game going.
They had a good game going.
Yep.
Break it down for us,
Now
J-Dog.
we're like on Regain Central.
Now we're on Regain Central.
Yep, okay.
I mean, Ocean's patrolling the rooftops, making sure he's got a safe landing. Is there any gear up here? That's going to help out.
Certainly going to help. That's a full squad
So
mark.
we got that. Best.
I love the narration of his own gameplay. Keeping the chat involved for maybe those who are driving or not necessarily paying too much attention to what they're
this is
seeing.
an instant YouTube video, you know? Why make edits? Oh, it's quick looking at loot, dude.
He's trying to figure out the new pickups. Oh, okay, this is the armor satchel. What's this? Someone's shooting him in the back. I'm trying to make a YouTube video over here, mate.
Trying to read. All right, now we did get the reinforcement flare. That is going to be massive. Anyone who plays Resurgence already familiar with that aspect. But basically, you can get your buddies back extra fast, extra easily.
Well, another absolute demon in the Warzone world like a Shamu. And listen, it comes already. Rooftop on ping. They're doing their absolute best, folks. Running through. That's a squad wipe. See the nice gold highlight there. Another change again to the user interface here on Black Ops 6.
And unfortunately, Espresso still looking over Shamu's body. He's not happy about it. We got to go over to Biffle, though. This guy, I think right now, if it's not Shifty, Biffle is the best player to ever touch Warzone.
I mean, we saw it. RuPaul's giving him the little goat statue with damn good reason. Watching his aims 85 here, one of the new assault rifles in BO6. Nameless giving it a lot of love in one of our pre-match segments. Big AR guy, bro.
I love this gun. It's absolutely amazing. And getting to see Biffle run it, he's going to do some things that I just can't do, so this is exciting.
And of course, showcasing the new movement. How do you get to high ground? What's the head? He doesn't matter what armor you have. He has better aim. And that is another one added to the pile. You look at it. Is that 17 already?
Yeah, oh yeah, 17. That's the top right-hand side of the screen. His elimination count. 6 players remaining in the game as well, Chris. We are looking at a very, very late match here.
They pop the UAV. They know at least where 4 of them are, and this is just hunting time. This is what these boys do.
Well, he's got his dedicated melee out. Does he have any idea? Does he have any idea that this is going to be a moment in the PCL Power Hour? Looks like someone's going to get a TV.
Chauncey's coming on in, and here comes the revives as well. We love Power Hour. Once again, if you're just joining in, we have 9 65-inch televisions to dish out. All you got to do, hang out and throw up some hashtags.
A quick look at the cluster munitions, cluster strike. That's an absolute classic, a staple from the Warzone world. Good shots, couple of tags. Not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, still dialing in the XM4. This might not be the final build.
Yeah, it might not be. Who knows though? I mean, again, our players, they didn't necessarily have time to create their own custom classes, but what they picked up, they're very solid, you know?
Oh, they're going at the zone. They're going at the zone.
They got money for days, calling out the rotation. Biffle, I don't think so, he says. Ending your map a little bit early, and now they've got numbers advantage.
That player does get the revive, so a couple more folks coming back in. This game is not over yet, but Biffle, 18, looking for number 19. These shots are sensational with the ground loop.
I love what we're seeing here. The communication is perfect. Always know where the enemies are. They've got them pinged on the map. And Biffle on the flank is going to get caught out here. Goes for the in-system reach out. You can't hit the movement, baby.
He's getting down. His teammates hitting the assassination. And that is that, folks. Your first Area 99 victory. Biffle and the boys.
Let's watch it one more time. This is Repulse's perspective. The podcast GOAT right now, and you can see they're dropping a 51 bomb as a squad. Welcome to Resurgence here on Black Ops 6.
Here we go. We got Subsonic kicking us off. Brittany, take us through.
So this one, that was the Persian Gulf, and then this one's our red card map in the soccer stadium in Avalon, our Mediterranean-inspired region. Vault's also in the Persian Gulf. This one's a really fun one. I think you guys have seen in the trailer.
Possible competitive map.
Hopefully.
Very, very clean. 3 lane. Love that.
And we're coming up on beta maps here, so let's take a look closer at beta maps.
So a ton of great maps in that. There's 8 beta maps that are just
8
awesome.
beta maps
8
in
beta
total.
maps.
Of course, we've got our 5 core 6v6 and our 3 strike maps. Brittany, let's talk a little bit more about strike maps.
Yeah, I mean,
We're going to
these
see them in a little bit, of course, but
these are our extra small maps. It's, you know, face-off, gunfight, super popular in Cold War, so we wanted to make these part of our standard offering and really lean into the designs for these. And there's a lot of fun, controlled chaos. There's no score streaks.
Yeah, so there's, of course, no score streaks on the face-off maps.
Yeah, we want to let you live a little bit and get around.
Strike maps are some of my favorite. I like to just turn my brain off, run forward, and kill or be killed.
I mean, I think that's how I approach every match of Call of Duty, period. But yeah, I mean, we're calling that the strat, then let's go. But Matt and Neil, we also have intelligent movements from the Vault Edition. These in particular, that's Adler. This is actually an Adler skin, which is pretty dope. Do you have a
Joanna, you've got a favorite, don't you?
Yeah, this is my favorite. This is Brutus from our fan favorite map, Mob of the Dead.
Yeah. You know we got to work some zombies in there,
Exactly.
right?
So much zombies.
It's Treyarch. It's a Black Ops game. We need our zombies. There's Klaus.
Yep.
Like I said, Klaus I think has been a favorite at Next so far. We've heard a lot of
months ago, already gearing up for the new game. And if anyone is going to showcase just the potential of Omni movement, there's no better screen than this.
So the third kill we get to see him do is a diving forward headshot there. Again, like, this is what you wanted to see. The man's going to be airborne most of the time. If he's not in the air, he's on his knees, slip sliding around. It's a difficult man to deal with, Chris, on the worst of days.
All right, the question is, how long before he gets fully streaked out? It's been, what, 60 seconds?
Yeah, I mean, look, that's the UAV, counter UAV, and it looks like the Helper Helo is going to be his last streak. So, look, guys, it's a Black Ops game. You know what to look for when it comes to crazy weapons. We've got some awesome streaks being used here. And this man, backwards, forwards, you name it, whatever direction he's going, he's diving.
Let's switch it up, taking it over to MZ, who seems to be on the losing end of some fights. But what we love about MZ, never afraid to bring out the sniper rifle at all ranges.
Every Call of Duty I've watched MZ play has just been a sniper fest. Now, she's sprinting already. She's using Omni movement to go side to side, left to right. She's getting ready for a big dive. Everyone wants to find that mega moment where you just get to fly through the air, hit that shot, forward, backwards, doesn't matter. This is Call of Duty on absolute roids.
And this seems to be a perfect spot for her to just go to town. That is back-to-back, making it 3 straight kills, starting to unlock those streaks, and this is just going to get even easier for her.
MZ again. Want to see some snips. Hit a stim. Can we dive? Come on. Get it.
Slam cam!
It counts. Flying through the air. Check this out, folks. Oh, MZ. The people are watching.
Value target. You're going to score more when you're the HVT. You also get a little bit of body armor that I found went a very long way.
It does, while you're highlighted red in-game, so everyone knows where you are. It's up to your teammates to protect you, unless you're one of GB's friends. And he nearly hitting the old Omni movement dive. Hitting nothing but shots there. Another one of the SMGs, Chris, we're seeing here. So much fun. Here in Black Ops 6.
Methods, I know your gun's really good, and you're putting up multi.
I've been geeking backstage, talking to all the devs, and about the attention to detail and everything in this game has been unbelievable. And as we're going to jump into some gameplay, we're going to see it put on display here. The Omni movement, for me, the best thing ever.
Allie, what is the first weapon? What is the first class we're going to be building when you touch the beta in 2 days?
When I touch it, I got to touch it yesterday, and I loaded in an XM4, but I also heard the Krieg is as well back into the game. So honestly, there's a lot of options when you load into this beta.
So AR's on top of ARs.
AR's on top. You know what I'm saying, people.
So for me, I'm the biggest nerd. The first thing I did, I jumped on, I went through every setting imaginable. I'm like, okay, I can change my HUD. There's movement settings for assistance for, you know, call the old people like Chris. If you need to be able to mantle and do things like that. So it's just a lot of customization, which one I love, but then also going through the maps. So we got some good maps coming into this game.
I can't wait to see the snipes as well. Blake has one in his hands right now from Team Summertime. He and Hitch have been vibing on the new game. It's been nothing but smiles for all the creators here in the stage.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Hitch, this is Scud, one of the new maps we have here, back over to Skyline, another one of the new maps, we're having a great time. But yeah, guys, you talked about some of the ARs, and some machine guns are great. Haven't seen too many shotguns. That was something that
Not yet.
there was a lot of back and forth. How do we make a shotgun really fun without making it too OP?
Well, I mean, you think about Omni movement with a shotgun, you can hit, especially on strike maps, you can slide in, hit people out really quick.
Babylon, we've got a lot of maps, as you heard the devs on the dev talk about. There's a lot of maps to beta. Again, coming in a few days' time, you get to sample everything you see here at Next is going to be available to play. But again, when the full game drops on October 25th,
Nameless, can I ask you about the SMG class? I know that's what you're running. You're always up in front of people's faces. Was it the Jackal out of the gates? Were you running the PDW? What was feeling good?
Like you said, the Jackal. And then on top of that, I just try to make my class as aggressive as possible, right? Like trying to get up close and personal, trying to make plays. And with that Omni movement, as we keep mentioning, you can do some disgusting things in this game.
Yeah, there's some attachments that specifically address like jump to fire time, sprint to fire, ADS while jumping, ADS while flying. Like, these things are huge.
You throw on Gung Ho with that, and you're just an absolute unit right around the map.
No recoil, maximum snappage. It's a lot of fun. Unroll with Hutch here. Doing the best he can, man. You see in the HVT that huge icon on screen, kill, go get him. Everyone knows exactly where he is. He has armor, and if you do get the kill, you get a lot of points.
Yeah, the big question mark on it if you do get the kill. I've not seen many good drivers so far in this building when it comes to those score streaks, but that's unfortunately going to be a loss. We're going to move over on to FIFA Kill. This is one of our Warzone players, and I know he's praying not to load in against Shotzi right now because he has been looking to break that movement.
But there you go, folks. Tons to do here at Next. We've got all of our creators playing on.
That is going to be
round-based zombies map.
really setting the tone for how all in round-based we are this year.
Yeah, that's quite significant. I mean, you're just so many options for ways to be able to play. That has to feel pretty good for you guys and the team to be able to deliver so much like this.
It feels amazing.
Yeah, I'm personally I think we're all just really stoked about all the maps that we're going to come with. Everything just helps kind of tell the story and just pair all the maps themselves pair with the story we're trying to tell. So yeah, we're all really excited.
So excited.
Yeah.
About it.
Oh,
okay.
There we go.
This is a mutant injection, is it not?
Indeed,
yes,
it is.
Oh my word! You can see him go, oh yeah,
yeah.
It's like the Kool-Aid Man on steroids.
I like his nod of approval.
He might be. I mean, he's all the way in 21, so Ink Slasher is retreating here as we're seeing.
We're not even getting to the rounds where it gets hard yet.
Yeah, and I'm seeing, so there is like a time frame that you have for it, so I can't just go and live out my destructive fantasies unlimited.
Coming back out now.
For a limited time only. Get it while it's hot. Oh man, that is so cool. It just looks absolutely devastating. That would be such a fun way to just clear massive waves of zombies.
Yep. You want to hold on to it for the right time when you really need that. And pop that and go for it.
Wow.
Awesome.
Oh, we got ourselves to check on Ken.
Oh no, that's a Mangler cannon.
Oh wait, that's the Mangler?
Yeah.
So
man.
If you shoot the Mangler cannon off of a Mangler, you have a chance to drop this if you're able to play like this to get a little bit more awareness behind you.
Wow, I did not realize that. That is actually really cool. And then you can also see just like
as they finish steps, the rounds will ramp up. It'll help keep things under control. We've given it a general cap of round 15, so things will never get too crazy for the players.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're really excited about
that.
that.
If you've never really dived into the zombies experience before, that is like the best way to do it, to like acclimate yourself to that that gameplay.
Yeah, I know. I think we all know someone that has just either been intimidated or just hasn't been able to get into the main quest because of the difficulty, and we're hoping that this will be a good on-ramp for them.
Oh, we're seeing a trap.
It's Etherella.
Just in.
Etherella. So this is a new trap just on Liberty Falls. Tell us about Etherella here.
This is a life-size action figure here from comic book, right? That actually you can fire this up and she blasts zombies with her laser death beam eyes here, but you gotta watch out there because your head could get clipped too. So be sure to crouch.
Big guy was taking some shots there.
Big guy was taking some collateral damage.
You don't want to hang out in the comic book on top of the counter there. You might get blasted during that. But
because there are a lot of new things that are coming to zombies. It looks so.
Oh, somebody's got the jet gun.
Somebody's got the jet gun. Okay, so
speaking of
Hutch, one of the OGs, we can talk about this. Every map has its own unique wonder weapon in Black Ops 6.
Yes.
What are we looking at here?
This is the jet gun, right?
What's new and really cool is we actually allow you to take 3 and store them on yourself. So you can actually kind of strategize or make combos and decide how to use them. It uses the score streak menu.
And maybe it's something about watching the zombies try to eat you that's...
Yeah, it's a little bit of that, but it's a different kind of hunger.
Yeah.
A bit more evil.
So Kevin, augments are also a huge new thing coming to zombies in Black Ops 6. And I've heard this referred to as build crafting a little bit. You get the combos going. You know, how is this going to work?
Yeah, so this is the evolution of a permanent progression system that we introduced in Cold War. This idea that the longer you play zombies, you get to power up your abilities, your field upgrades, your perks, your ammo lines, make them more powerful. What's different this time around is you're unlocking augments, and there's 6 per category of content. So you have minors and majors, and you can equip one of each. And the idea here is that depending on what you're trying to do in the game, whether it's high rounds, playing as a group, going for the main quest, right?
Yeah.
That's really going to impact how you build your augments and what you set. And so ultimately, you're making your Juggernog your Juggernog.
Yeah.
Your Juggernog.
It's my Juggernog.
Yeah.
Your Juggernog is not like mine. Or maybe it is.
Maybe it is. I'm a support player.
So maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
But there's over 100 of these to unlock, and it's going to be a very lengthy journey to unlock all of them. So, yeah, just really excited to see like what combos people come up with and builds.
So one thing that I always loved when at the studio, when you guys talk about the making of Black Ops 6, sort of these set of core pillars that the game was built around, and one of those is become monster. And that's something that's interwoven across the entire game, but you folks on the zombies team said
like you're a living property. It's like that level of power.
I think you said yesterday too, like the Mangler on Mangler crime. If you use mutant injection on another, on a Mangler.
That's great. The VO that he says is great during that too. It's
incredible.
hilarious.
Got to see that.
No,
Someone screamed at no behind us. So
that's how you know they were in a good run.
They might have hit that death animation that we've been hoping to see.
Oh man, and this the abomination.
This to me as zombie popcorn, which is really gross. But
Changes
Anthony,
popcorn forever for me.
Anthony, tell us how these work.
Yeah, so basically we have what's the start of an evolutionary chain represented in the parasite and the vermin. And basically these things will pop out of zombies dynamically throughout an engagement. So kind of switch it up for you. You know, you think you're clearing your horde, and all of a sudden a giant head pops off and turns into a spider and comes